Naughty Eagles, it's Miss Sarah here. I am here to read you a story today to continue thinking about perseverance that we've just been learning about with the counselling team. I hope you liked the counselling team video. And now this story is going to teach us a little bit more about perseverance, so keeping going when things are tough. Okay? So the story is called The Most Magnificent Thing, and it's by an author called Spires. And as we read it, we're going to stop a couple of times. We're going to pause and have a little think about our own experiences too. So this is a regular girl and her best friend in the whole wide world. They do all kinds of things together. They race, they eat, they explore, they relax. She makes things, she unmakes things. One day the girl has a wonderful idea. She's going to make the most magnificent thing. She knows just how it will look. She knows just how it will work. All she has to do is make it, and she makes things all the time. Easy peasy. First, she hires an assistant. Next, they gather their supplies. They set up somewhere out of the way and get to work. The girl tinkers and hammers and measures, while her assistant pounces and growls and chews. When she's finished, she steps back to admire her work. She walks around one side. Her assistant examines the other side. It doesn't look right. Her assistant picks it up and gives it a shake. It doesn't feel right either. They are shocked to discover that the thing isn't magnificent or good. It isn't even kind of sort of okay. It is all wrong. The girl tosses it aside and gives it another go. So it's saying it's all wrong. So let's take a pause for a minute and think about when you have done something and when you've experienced something and it didn't quite work. Okay, so think about that time when you may have tried to do something and it didn't quite work. Okay. Let's read on. She smooths and wrenches and fiddles. Her assistant circles and tugs and wags. When she is finished, she stands up and takes a long look at it. Her assistant gives it a nudge with his paw. The thing is still wrong. She decides to try it again. The girl saws and glues and adjusts. She stands and examines and stares. She twists and tweaks and fastens. She fixes and straightens and steadies. She tries all different ways to make it better. She makes it square. She makes it round. She gives it legs. She adds antennae. She makes it fuzzy. She makes it long, short, rough, smooth, big, small. One even smells of stinky cheese, but none of them are magnificent. Her hard work attracts a few admirers, but they don't understand. They can't see the magnificent thing that she has in her mind. She gets mad. The angrier she gets, the faster she works. She smashes pieces into shapes. She jams parts together. She pummels the little bits in. Her hands feel too big to work and her brain is too full of all the not right things. If only the thing would just work. Crunch! The pain starts in her finger. It rushes up to her brain and she explodes. It is not her finest moment. Okay, we're going to have another pause for a moment and think. When have you had that kind of experience? When have you felt that you tried several times and still you failed? How did it make you feel? How did she feel? Did you have some similar feelings to this girl? It can be hard, really hard. It can be easy to give up. But perseverance is about keeping going. And she's tried to keep going. Let's see what she does next. I am no good at this. I quit, she says. Her assistant suggests a walk. It's not much help at first. But before long, she starts to feel different. Bit by bit, the mad gets pushed out of her head. As they stroll along, she comes across the first thing she made. The bad feelings are about to start all over again. Then she notices something surprising. There are some parts of the wrong things that are really quite right. The bolts on one, the shape of another, the wheel-to-seat ratio of the next. There are all sorts of parts that she likes. By the time she reaches the end of the trail, she finally knows how to make the thing magnificent. She gets to work. She works carefully and slowly, tinkering, hammering, twisting, fiddling, gluing, painting. Her assistant makes sure there are no distractions. This is the perfect thing to ward off bears. This will stop that leak. This one's all wet. The afternoon fades into evening. Finally, she finishes. She alerts her assistant. The pair take a good long look. It leans a little to the left and it's a bit heavier than expected. The colour could use a bit of work too, but it's just what she wanted. They climb aboard and take it for a spin. They're not disappointed. It really is the most magnificent thing. So in the end, she's realised that all along that journey, all along the way, when she tried all these different ways, it made her feel a little bit mad and angry that it didn't work. But actually, she was working at trying out different things, and in the end, she could take something from each of these bits to make the most magnificent thing in the end. And also what I saw in there, did you notice what she did when she was really mad? The dog suggested they went for a walk. Do you remember? They went for a walk and that calmed her down. And when she was calmer in her body, she was able to see these things and realise everything that she had already made and had done. So that is an example of perseverance. Even though it was tough making all these things, she actually learned something each time. And in the end, she managed to make something really magnificent. Each time we don't do something very well, we're learning, and it's practicing. Practicing on our journey on the way to getting really good at something. So that is what perseverance is all about. So I'm going to give you a worksheet now you can draw, and for you to think about the story a little bit. what you saw in the book, the feelings that she felt, and how she calmed her body down, which she did. Okay? So thank you for listening. Hope you enjoyed the story and learned a little bit more about perseverance. And we'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.